So, B, you get the new Warthog skin, bro? Heck yeah. You thinking what I'm thinking? Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Road trip!
Hop on Halo and subscribe to No Way It's Brandon. No Way It's Brandon. Power to the gamer. Rated E for everyone.
Slayer.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You guys know who it is. It's your guy. No Way It's Brandon. Coming at you guys again with another video for today. How are you guys doing, man? You guys doing well? You guys doing great? You guys doing absolutely stupendously fantastic. As always, guys, we're back right at it with some more Halo Infinite today, man. And just so that you guys know, I am not playing the game. Currently not playing the game live or in real time. I am going over or just kind of watching a gameplay that I played recently, and I kind of wanted to just take a moment to talk about my experience with Halo Infinite and just kind of talk about some of the gameplay and some of the stuff I was trying. So in this first match, I think I wanted to try to, I don't know, run around the map as much as possible and just really digest it. And look, this is probably, I think, my 50th game at this point of Halo Infinite, but while I was playing, whether if it was on cam or off cam, I was really trying to actually play well, and I didn't really run around too much most times. I was really just staying in one spot, and I kept using some of the same weapons even, and I wasn't really, I don't want to say that I wasn't really enjoying it, but I wasn't getting the most out of my experience, just because I like to get comfortable with playing a certain way so I can play well. But ooh, nice back smack. No assassination, by the way. But for the sole purpose of this specific gameplay right here, I just wanted to have fun with it, run around, see what I can do, and just try to give you guys as best of a feel as live fire this map as it possibly could. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of videos already, whether if it was from me or from other Halo YouTubers or just YouTubers in general, but I really just wanted to walk through every single doorway, every single hallway, as much as I could, and just really give you guys the best feel that I possibly could give you when it came to live fire. Now, this was my least favorite map for sure. Out of the 3 maps that I had access to on the flight, which was this one, live fire, we also had recharge and bazaar, and then we're also gonna play, that was a really bad nade, and then we're also gonna play on bazaar after this match right here. Ooh.
Not to die like that one.
Let's do our best to not die like that one. But yeah, we are going to be playing on Bazaar next. And I don't think I've showed either of these gameplays to you guys. Hopefully I hadn't. But I try to be pretty certain of which gameplays I've showed to you guys, which ones I hadn't. But I think for the most part, these two were maybe not my best, but I did a lot more in them than the other ones for sure. But hey, feel free, if you guys ever want to go check out my other Halo Infinite gameplays, feel free to go and check those out. I always leave a little, dude, I always forget what they're called, but I always leave a little playlist, there we go, a little playlist window at the end of these videos. I think I have about 14, 15 Halo Infinite gameplays, and go check them out. I guess that's pretty much all I have to say for that. But in terms of my personal experience with Halo Infinite, I might have given you guys my input on it before, but I miss it. I miss it. I love it. I mean, I am not going to lie to you guys. Once I first played, or when I played my first couple games, I don't know. I was kind of indifferent about it, but that was just because, you know, I was coming from playing Halo 3, some Halo Reach, basically Halo the Master Chief Collection. So going from those to this, even some Halo 5 even, going from Halo MCC and Halo 5 to this, I was a bit thrown off. And I think that's just because I realized, hold on a second, by the way, right here for the shield, you guys see that it was orange, but you can still shoot through it. So I just wanted to mention that. So with those drop shields, as long as they're yellow, that means that you can't shoot through them. So just like that right there. So when they're orange, that means that that square is broken. You can shoot through it, and that kind of threw me off for a second because I thought that when it was orange, then it meant that it was weak and that it was about to break. But no, when they're orange, you can shoot right through it. So just in case you guys didn't know that, I just learned that. As you saw, I was just testing it, but I just wanted to mention that just because I thought that with those shields, when they were broken, that you wouldn't even see it anymore. Like those squares would just be completely gone. But no, they'll just turn orange. At least in this build, maybe it might get changed. I don't know. But anyway, with my experience with Halo Infinite, I was kind of all, I don't know. And then it was just that it's finally a brand new Halo game, and I was all, dude, I think I was just trying to grasp the whole idea of I'm finally playing a new Halo game. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what to think. And then I was trying to not fall into that, I guess, that Halo 5 kind of syndrome, or not really syndrome, but basically when I played the Halo 5 beta, I fell in love with it. I said, oh my god, this is the best game ever. This is super awesome, super great. But then once the game actually launched and it came out or whatever, I said, what the heck is this? So basically what had happened was I had let the newness of the game kind of shadow me, or it kind of blocked my whole ability to actually dissect the game, if you will, and then actually kind of feel it out. I was just oh my god, this is a new Halo game. I love it. This is super fantastic. And then look at, man, I wasn't recording videos yet, but I was kind of all, dude, this game's super sick. But I didn't take into consideration all the new mechanics, all the Spartan charging, all the ground pounding, and then after the game launched, I hated it. So that was kind of why with this game, once I had my first few games in, I was starting to feel it out a little bit more, starting to say, okay, this is kind of cool. This is actually kind of sick. And I will continue on that more, but the video has to go ahead and skip for a second. But I'll see you guys momentarily. Oh no, we're actually gonna play some Recharge. I completely forgot about this match. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I played all that great, to be quite honest with you guys. And that's actually quite perfect. So now I can have one video with Live Fire, Recharge, and Bazaar. So Bazaar is going to come after this, and was by far my best gameplay, honestly. But we're gonna focus on some Recharge right now. So I like this map a lot because it felt the most large, and well, maybe not large, but it felt more reminiscent of a Halo Reach map, in the sense that there's a lot of actual hallways, corridors, and just a bunch of little different rooms and stuff. Unlike Halo 5, that I kind of give a lot of flack.
Triple kill.
Sorry, I'll try to.
They won't know what hit them.
I'll try to go silent whenever there's like a crazy play or something, or there's some crazy line. But anyway, I always kind of give some flack for Halo 5 because a lot of the non-Forge maps, at least, all the 343 made ones, those maps, dude, now way too wide open, way too much like a jungle gym. And to be honest, to some extent, these maps also kind of feel like a jungle gym, where there's a bunch of different ways to get players. and to like access rooms and stuff. But Halo 5 doesn't really have any rooms kind of like this one, or just long corridors. They don't really have that as far as I can tell. And I played a lot of Arena, and I think of maps like Adrift, Coliseum, and those maps are just really small, really wide open for the most part. And once you turn a corner to
Perfect. Killing spree. Off the rack.
okay, I probably just muted myself because that was a lot of medals, but at least for Halo 5, once you turn a corner or something to try to get your shields regenerated, someone can still try to get to you in like 5 different ways. So in this game, it seems that you can just hide. You can just hide behind cover without worrying about somebody getting to you, without someone throwing nades around. Whatever it is, there's actually a lot more cover in this game. I noticed at least, and a huge difference too is that I was playing against bots the whole time, which you can see they aren't much of a threat. And this is Spartan difficulty, but the bots are just being finicky and kind of all derpy. But for sure, once I actually get a chance to play PvP, I'm really gonna see how well, or I guess how how well I can stay alive, how much cover there actually is, and see how quickly other players can get to me, because the bots are pretty good, but they don't think like an actual player in terms of different maneuvers, trying to get access to you. Ooh, I just got dropped, dog. Dang. And I was just talking smack about the bots, but that bot, that was a pretty good play. But typically, they don't end up smoking your boy like that, but they did that time. But for sure, once I do get some access on actual PvP against actual players, I'm gonna really see how these maps feel, because playing against bots is going to be completely different from actual players. And I cannot wait to play against some actual players, because you guys know me, I love to get down and dirty in some Slayer and in some free-for-all. Actually, pretty recently, I was playing some Escalation Slayer on Halo Reach, and it is a blast. So, dude, Escalation Slayer in this game, that would be a blast. Checking out the... Oh, God. I don't know what I was doing. Just as they said, I was just trying to do some different things, because that was normally something that I wouldn't even bother doing. I would have just ran around to a different room or something, but I got the grapple. I said, why not try it? And that was what happened. But again, bots are going to be super different, or PvP is going to be way different from actual players. So for sure, I'm going to have to see how quick other players' reaction times are whenever I'm hooking across the map. But for sure, that was something that I was trying a lot. But for a second here, we're going to see what I was thinking, what I was doing. But I will say that this map was for sure... Why was I just standing there? I don't know why I was standing there. I forget. And by the way, the reason why... Look at that! Look at that! That bot... he had his back turned to me, looking down like this. I don't know what was going on with these bots on Spartan difficulty. But 343 has to fix that. They were just being way too derpy, and that bot down there had the gravity hammer. That was looking kind of scary. But just as a reminder, this is Spartan difficulty. This is supposed to be harder than ODST difficulty, but ODST felt like Spartan for sure. But I don't know what was. Look at that. They're just these bots on Spartan, dude. They're just moving way too fast for their own good, I think.
Killing spree.
Take notice too that with how I aim in this game, I hardly ever scope in. I had gotten to the point where I didn't really see the necessity to scope into your gun all that much. I was scoping in pretty early on, But at some point, I just said there's really no reason to, and then it might even depend upon what kind of sensitivity setup you have, because as I've made a whole video on, Halo Infinite has so much customization when it comes to sensitivity settings for just standard weapons, for your snipers, for different time zooms. So and then y-axis, x-axis scoping. So it is just crazy in this game. So I think I just have it set up to where I don't have to scope in, and I don't like scoping in too much, because typically whenever you scope in, if you guys ever notice in Halo games, whenever you zoom in with your guns, then your radar goes away. So I love to watch my radar. I always have my radar up and running so that I can see, you know, people coming, someone's trying to sneak around, whatever it is. So I don't like being at a disadvantage. So for sure, that is why I try to make it a habit to just get better at aiming without having to scope in. And in Halo Infinite, it seems that you can very easily do that, and it's not required of it's not required of the player to always scope in. And that was a pretty long shot, because that was almost across the map, sort of. I mean, that was a pretty far shot for not scoping in, but that's kind of why I'm kind of suspicious of this game being a hit scan, just because it was almost a bit too easy for me to hit those shots without scoping in. It could just be the gun too. Maybe the commando is just that awesome without having to scope in. I don't know, but it was always more difficult for me to get kills scoping in. But again, that could just be my own settings when it came to controller. And by the way, I am referring to controller settings. I was playing this on the Xbox Series X, just so that you guys know. Every single gameplay, Xbox Series X. This is in 4K, by the way. 4K 60 frames per second, and this was the best gameplay right here, just so that you guys know. Bizarre. This is so perfect, dude. We got to play on live fire, recharge, and bizarre, and I played on those maps in that order whenever 343 released them.
Earn more kills than your opponents to win.
Oh, dude, I thought it chose Fret. Maybe I did, and the AI just didn't change because it was a bug. But here we go, right here.
M41
Gained the lead. Triple kill. Off the rack. Overkill.
That was wild. That was friggin' wild. Your boy was just out here dominating already. Check this out, too. That's so cool. Dude, I love... Oh. I was trying to shoot the rats. Sorry. You can actually kill the animals in this game, or the wildlife. So I was just trying to mess around, trying to kill them. But hey, you know what? I noticed that this game doesn't seem to have extermination, because that was an extermination if I've ever seen one. Maybe that medal just hasn't been activated yet. I don't know, but typically whenever you get an overkill on a team, you just wipe out the whole team like that. That's an extermination.
Rockets. Double.
Rockets. Butler's pretty cool. I do like Fret though the most. Fret is my favorite. But yeah, your boy just trying out some different things for sure. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed that I didn't hear extermination in this game. There we go. I scoped in a little bit. I think I only did it just because I don't know what it was. This range felt necessary. I don't know. You know what? I don't know what it was with recharge, but recharge, everything feels a lot closer. So I didn't feel the need to scope in. I'm not sure if that makes any sort of sense, but on that map for sure, I was just so comfortable. I was so comfortable to where I just did not feel the need to be scoping in. But this one, I don't know what it was. At times I said, I just gotta scope in. I really just gotta feel it. I really just gotta feel it out, but typically you don't have to scope in if you don't want to. And I love that 343 kind of gave players that flexibility and an option to scope in if you want to scope in.
Rockets.
Did I drop those rockets earlier? I don't know what just happened. I don't remember doing that because typically I like to keep empty rockets on my back. At least in this game too. That's my favorite medal, by the way. Earlier, it was off the rack.
Killing frenzy.
How tragic. Today.
And unfortunately, I never got a chance to see if Hat Trick is still in the game. Because one, I didn't get that much of a chance to use the sniper. And two, when I did, I just could not hit 3 headshots in a row. I just couldn't do it in this game. Look at that guy's just standing there. Idle players look so funny in this game. They just have a funny stance. Watch this kill. Oh, I missed him. I will say rockets, very precise in this game. They don't feel as forgiving as they usually do in Halo games. Very, very precise the rockets are. Ooh, I was hurting right there. Good nade. Good nade.
Double kill. Perfect.
Perfect. That's really hard to get with the commando, by the way, because you have to land 7 shots with the commando to get the perfect. So 6 to the body and the 7th one to the head. Oof. What was I doing over here? Yeah, that gun, didn't really care for it. Especially with the bots. Yeah, it'll probably be a lot better in regular PvP. And whatever didn't really work too well against the bots might work in regular multiplayer. Oh! I felt that. I felt that. I got a bit overzealous right there, but it is what it is, man. Your boy just got dropped. I was pissed off too. Look at me go. I said, oh heck no, that had just happened. Let me get the headshot really quick.
Swift and sight.
Oh! I do have to say, this game feels much more intense when it comes to seeing bodies flying everywhere, people dying, sound effects. That shot right there makes me think that this game is hit scan, just because it was such an awkward shot, and I think my reticle was just on his head, and as soon as I pulled the trigger, instant kill. But again, I'm not exactly certain. I'm gonna have to do my own research on that. But anyway, I was saying how I like how intense this game feels. So the first multiplayer trailer that we saw, I think it depicted the gameplay pretty well. I mean, just seeing all the different animations for the bodies flying everywhere. It's not just a standard Halo 5-ish kind of body ragdoll.
Power rifle now available.
Off the rack. Double kill. Spectacular.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say off the rack. Maybe he did, I don't know. But this game just looks so intense at times. You just see people getting headshotted, bodies flying everywhere. That is so Halo. And then I think I have to give credit to the new engine too. That this new engine right here, oh my god, I had not even mentioned it ever, but this new engine just makes everything Halo feel and look so nice. Everything is so dramatic with all the explosions, all the sound effects. The sound design in this game is incredible. It just makes everything that much better. But yeah, man, I just hats off. I'm gonna keep it on. Beanies off to 343, man. Sound design is awesome. Bodies flying everywhere. Just all the different body animations, all the different sound effects, the weapons, the lighting, everything is just so great. Because I can talk gameplay all day, but just the artistic value that you're getting out of this game is insane. So I do have to mention that. But anyway, guys, that is gonna have to do it for this one. Thank you guys again for watching, man. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys can please like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy the content, that'd be absolutely stupendously fantastic as always, guys. And as usual, I will see you in the next one. And I got a Fretscan outro.